Okay guys, we're here with Laura and we're gonna give her the best haircut ever, and we're gonna actually film it today. So I'm so excited because she has the best hair for short hair. So what we're gonna do is, first, I always cut the perimeter, and I want the bottom to be really blunt, but I also want it, I'm gonna layer it in there so it has movement, but I want her hair to look blunt, but still when she curls it, like, has texture and body, and I don't want it to be so blunt that her hair doesn't move. Like, you all see those people that are walking down the street that their hair is just so blunt that it just doesn't move. So we definitely don't want that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna first cut the blunt line, and I always section it and I pull it back exactly how her hair grows from her head. So I don't want to like over direct it at all, because I want it to, however her hair moves, like that's how I want it to lay, so that if she's walking, it's not gonna lay in a different spot and be short, have a short piece or something in a spot that shouldn't. So once I get to the top of her ear, like once I get to her ear, I'm gonna section that part forward as her side. So now what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna have her keep her shoulders straight, and I'm gonna have her turn her head like this. And no one's gonna believe the before and after. The roots were black, remember? Okay, so now I'm just going to take these the way they lay and kind of angle it forward a little. And then same thing with the other side. Just kind of angle this without combing her earring off. I'm so excited for clip-ins too. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just going to, I want it to look still blunt, but I want to give her a little bit of layers so it adds texture. So I'm not going in and making like actual layers or holes in it, but I am gonna make it so it's not so straight across. Like, you can see it just adds a little volume and a little texture. When she curls it, it'll be extra fabulous. And I'm just gonna do that all the way around. So I'm holding it at probably like, not all the way straight up, but I'm just taking off that barely ½ inch. Just kind of texturizing that a little bit. And it just will make it lay so nice. And it'll grow out so good. And it won't grow out like we layered it too much, like it's gonna get thin at the bottom or anything. It'll grow out so good. I'm gonna do that same thing on her sides. And I want her sides to be a little bit angled, a little longer in the front. So I'm gonna angle it as I cut it also. And just kind of like barely just kind of texturize that up, and it makes it just have more body too, but leaving that front piece long. And then I'll just do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of texturize that up. And then I'll just kind of go around and just make sure everything's even. I might just barely kind of pull this front forward and just kind of barely take off that heaviness right there. But this way she can wear it either way. She can part it in the middle, she can swoop it over. Either one will look so cute. But I feel like it just gives her so much pizzazz.
It already looks thicker.
Right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you how to wave it, and then she'll be perfect.
Okay, so we decided to use Marcel irons for her hair so that the curl will last longer, and it's a little bit easier on short hair as well. And so when we're starting, all the ones usually in front of the ear I do away from the face, and then kind of just unravel as you go and keep the ends straight. And I like to pull them through too, it makes them extra straight. But still staying away from the face and letting it sit for a little bit before you unravel and pulling those ends through. And maybe like in this middle section, I'll do one forward just to give it a little bit more variety, but I'll go back and forth more in the back rather than right around her face. Okay, so for styling her hair, we're just using a dry texturizing spray. This is just the Orbe texturizing, and I usually kind of just lift a little bit and I'll spray it. I get it in the front. Just because that gives good volume for her hair. And then I'll do a little bit of the Orbe matte waves as well. I really like this one for short hair. And just do a little bit of that. And I kind of just pick up pieces and pull that through, and it gives it a little bit more of a piecey look. And then it can also like help hold down some flyaways. So I'll do that front part that gets a little frizzy with the baby hairs. And then a little bit on the top. There you go.